So today we're gonna be cooking up for Ledbyher. If you guys don't know her, she's a UK artist. Pretty much makes these really sick fucking, I don't know, it's kind of like a mix between jerk and more ambient kind of like rap, and it's just like mixed. It's crazy, like this shit's insane. We're gonna make two designs. We're gonna make one for Rumors, and then we're gonna make one for Need Ya. So just based off the video here, this little snippet, it gives me this kind of like feeling of like obviously that hazy kind of like drunken feel, like being pushed around, you know, like that just like sloppy kind of like dazed feeling. I feel like that's what I want to go for. I'll start off with this. I want to turn this into a cover, and it's gonna be a simple one. It's not gonna be anything crazy. It's gonna be some simple shit. So the main thing I want to do here is pretty much just create some sort of like insane motion with it. So obviously add on, like there's already motion to it, but we want to add on to it, like make this shit crazy. Like, so I'm gonna just grab my adjustment pack. I'm gonna grab the clean dark. I'm gonna just copy and paste that bitch in pretty much. By the way, I'm gonna show you guys like the adjustments on here. So basically we have a color fill. You don't need this. You can add just like a grain. You can bring this bitch up. We have a gradient map, black and white overlay, put that 63. I'll probably even lower it too. Right now it's like super dark. We're gonna brighten all of it up. We have the curves kind of like this, like bring it up 2 points a little bit, bring it down here. Brightness and contrast, bring the brightness up a little bit, contrast up a little bit. Vibrance, I might get rid of this, I'm not too sure, but these are the vibrance settings. And then the exposure to give this faded out look. Workflow I get to like get actual prompts and shit like that. So usually I go into Claude AI and I basically say give me a Gemini prompt to upscale this image, and then you just want to copy this prompt here. You want to go to Gemini, which is completely free, and we can just drag it in like this. Oh my god, this is crazy. Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing, just put, actually we could put motion blur on it like this. Let's try with the angle a little bit. We're gonna create a little mask here, so just click this little button here, and we're gonna go like this. Okay. So we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna put motion blur, and I want it to be like or yeah, diagonal, or not diagonal, fucking vertical. We're gonna do the same thing, bring that to there. I just creates this kind of like overlap, I guess, where it's like going both directions, but I don't want it to be like too crazy. So I want to be like here. I want to be like very dreamy, and kind of like the idea I'm going for is kind of like Assassin's Creed. Like if you guys ever played Assassin's Creed, it kind of like gives me this vibe. Like when I was watching the video, I seen this fucking like memory thing. Like it just reminded me of Assassin's Creed. So it's kind of like the vibe I'm going for. Low key. So we're gonna, I kind of do want to do like a fancy kind of like font. We might do a handwritten font. I'm not really too sure. Oh, I can't, bro. I actually do. This shit's actually hard though. This shit actually hard though with this text, this little text. By the way, the sense on the text, hold on, is 20% or 20, whatever this is. What was the vertical spacing? Wait, I kind of like this. What if we do 0? What if we put more towards like, I don't think she swears in her music, so the parental advisory is stupid. Does she? Because it is an explicit song. We're gonna put it on there. I don't think you need to put it on there. I think it'd be better if you didn't. But yeah, I want to add a blur onto this, just so it has that like dreamy feel. I think maybe it's the grain that's kind of like making it not dreamy. So I'm just gonna erase like kind of like her face. I want to keep it in focus, and then everything else is kind of like blurred. If that makes sense. All right. So now we're gonna. So basically, shit. Let me run it back. So what I do is, when I'm done, when I'm pretty much complete, I hit Control, Alt, Shift, and E on the top layer. I convert it to a smart object. Go into camera raw filter, and pretty much just mess around with these just to like finish it off. I'm really trying to make this shit like dreamy. Like I'm not trying to make it like anything. Like this is gonna be dreamy. Okay, boom! That's the first one. We turned that shit from music video into a cover art. So this one's pretty straightforward. We're just gonna pretty much stay in the same crave kind of like zone, I guess. Oh, what we could do is we could upscale these. Not all of them, but we could upscale maybe this one or this one. Which one? I'm trying to think. I think this one has the most potential because we could have her like right here, and then behind her we could have it kind of like transition into a Yhapojj. Does that make sense? And I might isolate the people in the background too, or actually could have them like here, so it'd be like this, and then we could have the sky up here, right? We could have it like that, and then we could do like this girl over here. We could just have it like just overlaid somewhere. I think that would just be a pretty cool like composition. That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, bitch, yeah. So we're gonna just flip and do this. So we're gonna rev these motherfuckers in the back. Boom. Not the most you know, perfect cutout, but shit, it'll work. I don't know what I want to do, man. So yeah, I want this to be very like not professional. Like I want to be more like 2000s looking. Like wait, that could actually be really sick if we like create the composition, but she's like in the background like that. That could be really far. So we flip this, we put there, kind of creates this kind of like framed look. Oh wait, we could just go with frames and shit. That could be hard. Do some shit like this. I really don't know what I'm doing. Put an exposure on that, so overexpose the shit out of it. We'll probably like crush the fuck out of this. Nah. Maybe like this we could crush it. But I don't think we should crush the darks. So I think we should lift them up. What if we go like this, duplicator, create a mask, invert the mask, and then we grab a blood brush. Just create some shit like this. Oh wait, hold on. What if we? Whoa, hold on. What if we just merge everything together? Then we do it. I don't know. I don't know. Kinda is hard though. It's kinda is going with it though. Like that little look. I'm just going through the blend modes. I know, hey, if I'm just quite through this shit, bro, my fault. Alright, so basically, let me break it down for you guys, okay? So, what I did was merge it all together, and I duplicated and just made it a screen just so it's like, you know, lighter, I guess. Like, there's no difference between it. Like, just makes it like bright as fuck. And then I'm gonna duplicate that back. I want to add some more shit, kind of like those old 2000 filters. So render, we could do like a lens flare. Bro. What the fuck? Yo, nobody told me about this shit. Yo, I'm putting you guys on game. The fuck? What the fuck? Picture frame? Bro, what? Nobody talks about this shit. Oh. Ooh, that's kind of hurt though. Ooh, hold on. Wait, this might look a little insane. I might have to get rid of this. Yeah, yeah, this looks a little insane. I'm not gonna lie about this. I have to get rid of. I have to fight the urge not to ruin this shit. This is so hard. Hold on. Okay, nah, that makes sense. That makes sense right here. So it's like a mix. Like it doesn't look as crazy. Okay. But then I want to rotate. Yup. Just like that. Put it like there. Do the same thing. Just get rid of all this shit. Maybe a gradient map. Ooh, that could be nice. A little pink on there. Nah, that shit's hard. Little pink. Little pink. I think just this is fucking fire. That's shit. Let's check the camera off if there's anything on there. Go to the presets. That's kind of nice. It's a little bit nicer. But I do like this faded out kind of like look. Kind of nice. I do want to blur this out a little bit. Didn't realize how much how much the fucking selection is shown. Try to make some shit up, man, quick. Just trying to hide our selection. Glow, put that shit to bluish so it has like the same effect, I guess. That's hard. For what? For the goal of it, this is hard. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys judge down below which cover art you guys fuck with more, this one or this one. Two different kind of styles right here. This more of like a Y2K type of shit, and then this one's more like professional, like reserved, like, you know. But yeah, let me know which one you guys fuck with the most. Yeah, peace.